Hello, this is George Senda, the real, official, original, authentic, the one, the only, the guy from Pittsburgh, except no cheesy YouTube commentators, imposters, or trolls, or someone that hangs around the Alamo asking for spare change. All right, there has been a misunderstanding, and I want to clear this up. I am grateful for 99% of the things that have ever been given to me by anyone or anyone online. The junk that's being sent to me, I'm not grateful for. And some of it's been disposed of. But if people send me stuff, people give me stuff, donations, cat food, money, gift cards, I'm very grateful. I am not an ungrateful person, nor do I feel ingratitude. And one person that sent me something is very upset about this, and I want to explain something. I go back to the days of mainframes, teletypes, the Hollerith card, punch card, IBM card readers. We didn't have screens then. We had teletypes and form feed printers that were like this long and put out huge reams of paper. So that's 1968, the first time I used a computer when I was 16 on 3rd Street, south of Market, to play Space War on a PDP-1, I believe. And I had a teletype in my apartment in 1977 and was playing Star Trek and other games from the Lawrence Hall of Science. That cost me $75 a month for the teletype rental and CPU time, and the long distance charges were incredible. And then I got my first computer, my Apple IIe and Apple II Plus, and a WordStar based computer to do CPM. I go way back. I've used Ataris, Amigas, Commodores, PETs, TRS-80s, processor tech computers, Sinclairs, practically every personal computer ever made, and a lot of game machines. And I go back with the Mac to System 7. Now, here's the problem. This phone, the free Medicare phone, it's telling me, I think this is the free Medicare one, yeah. It's telling me that I'm very low on, no, that's the other phone. It's alerting me. Very low on storage. And without looking at the app, I can't even. This is the free Medicare phone. And this is saying on this, saying 95% storage is used on this phone. I don't know if you can see this or not. Whoops, I just got rid of it. Sorry about that. Anyway, 95%. Now, this is the free Medicare phone. I have to go in there and figure out what they're talking about, because I don't have any apps on this phone. I don't think. No, I do have one app that I put. I have Gmail. I can remove some of these. I can remove eBay. Anyway, I'll do that on my own. There are Gmail, there's Letgo, there's eBay, but there's pictures. All right, this is my broken iPhone 5S. It has sufficient storage to do videos, but the screen's broken because I stepped on it last March. And it's $50 to repair this. And somewhere, there's the back, somewhere around here is my iPhone 4. I could do videos with the iPhone 4. I don't think they'd be 1080p, but this is really smashed. And so I can't use that to do videos, and I can't use a phone. It's not connected to any phone service, nor was it. This is the phone that was sent to me. I'm very grateful that the person sent this to me. And I have removed a lot of the apps. I didn't find out, I removed a lot of the apps. I did find out how to put all the apps on one screen by looking it up. And there's the apps. But this phone is also limited by storage. And it has nothing to do with ingratitude. When I complained about the difference between the Android operating system, and if you do any research on Android, the Android operating system is deeply flawed. And storage on an Android phone is not going to be what it's like on an iPhone. And that's what I was complaining about. Not being ungrateful, but this thing has a limited amount of storage. Now, this one says 78% internal storage, 12.53 gigabytes used out of 16, 3.47 gigabytes free. And I'm not sure. Okay, it's got here, I've got Bank of America, Google, Gmail, Firefox, Chrome. I've removed a lot of apps. And I've got the Weather Channel, the flashlight, Google Pay, and all this. And sometime the next Target, CNBC, iHeartRadio, a calendar. It did not come with a calendar like a Determine, Kitco, Lyft, Prime Video, Firefox, and two games, Solitaire and Final Fantasy, that came with the phone. But when I've tried to do videos on this, it keeps telling me the storage is full. When I was able to do videos, and you've seen in the past on this phone, I never had that problem. I did on the iPad. I had too many photographs, too many videos. I can do a video with this phone, but it's also limited. And I've got to see what I can remove on this. But it is not a matter of being ungrateful, and I'm sorry to the person who is upset with me who sent me the phone. That was not my intent, and it did not even occur in my mind. It was, I will be glad when I get a working iPhone. Then I'll have an iPhone, I'll have the Android phone, the rumored iPhone that one video posted today said they expect Apple's announcement to be made on March 31st. I think it'd be funnier if they did it on April Fool's Day. No one would know if Apple was serious or not. That's what I would do just for fun. But they expect the iPhone SE2 or iPhone 9 or whatever Apple is going to call it. The rumor mill is out there, and rumors are flying back and forth. Not only about the iPhone, but the iPad, 13-inch MacBooks, upgraded keyboards for the iPad, upgraded keyboards for the MacBook Pro they just came out with. You never know what Apple's going to do. Earpods or whatever they call those, AirPods, a device to allow you to search out your lost phone or iPad, wireless charging on the new phone, the lack of a camera. It's going to use a lesser 2 generations back of camera instead of the camera in the iPhone 11, and on and on and on. I'd like to have a phone that is as up to date as possible, given what I can afford. I'm not going to spend $1,000 on a phone. I've spent $1,200 on a Mac, but that was a brand new Mac, and that was 10 years ago. I need a newer Mac. I need a newer MacBook, and I need a new iPhone. Because the iPhone is more reliable than the Android operating system. And I can certainly store more videos in there. I don't know how many, because I broke this a year ago. If this weren't broken right now, I'd be doing video with it. I haven't had the time or the money to go to San Francisco and get this repaired. I can get it repaired in like 20 minutes. then I'll charge it, and then you'll see videos done on the iPhone again. Now, they're not the greatest videos in the world. It's an iPhone 5S or 5C. I can never remember. So, but it would be nice to have a brand new iPhone for $400. And as soon as I come up with the money, I will do that. And I'll repair the iPad, get a new iPad, and work to get the other devices I want to get for this channel, like the live camera, Wi-Fi, internet in here, and, with this device, pay the $85 a month to get Wi-Fi in here on all these phones and all these devices. But I still need a phone. And I'll be calling Kathy on this thing, or Patty, or even someone I just tried. The phone will drop. And I never know if it's the person on the other end that's doing it or this phone. This is the free Medicare phone, and it's also crappy because it doesn't. I don't know about this one because I haven't used it as a phone yet. But this one has been horrible. It drops calls. It puts background noise in the phone call that people can't hear me. I can't hear them. Banks can't recognize the phone. It's terrible. I never had that problem with an iPhone, except with Verizon. They kept dropping my calls all the time in my apartment. So I am not an ungrateful person. And I try to repay it back a little bit by sending out items to people, cat items or books or whatever. Because people have helped me out and I appreciate being helped. And I do what I can. So, and someone else left a negative comment and I deleted it, but I am not ungrateful. Not in the slightest. All right, this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. I thank everybody who's ever sent me cat food, cat toys, cat treats, candy, food, gift cards, donations, gifts, or it's helped me in any way, and I'm talking my entire life, not just YouTube. So my life did not suddenly come into fruition 9 years ago, and I was in a vacuum waiting to be born. I had 59 years before YouTube. All right. This is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. I have to go down and put my laundry in the dryer. It's 8:03 p.m. and it's comfortable in Martinez. The train whistles are going off. It's dark, and it's a little cool, but it's nice weather tonight. I also have to feed the kitties. Fluffy was plowing back and forth in the kitchen, looking at me. Cat food, cat food, cat food. So, gotta feed Fluffy the cat and Fuzzy little girl. And Mama Cat and Kitten came down to me when I was in the laundry room, and Mama Cat was meowing for her cat food. And I said, Mama Cat, I've got to finish putting my laundry in. I will feed you right away. And I went down after I put the laundry in, and I went over and fed Mama Cat and Kitten. But she literally walked up to me, and so did Kitten, and was meowing and meow, meow. Oh, and Pretty Gray One earlier was meowing. I thought he was getting into a fight with somebody. No, he was meow, meow. The bowl was empty, and he was meowing at me for food. So I went out and put meow mix in the bowl. He was happy. And by the way, someone I know, the whole family came from Roswell, and we talked about that today. And so that's kind of interesting. And they thought the Superman cookie jar was cool, and I showed them the baby alien, which I really like, and I'm very glad to get that. Kathy thinks it's creepy, but I love it. So, and Aaron sent that, so thank you, Aaron, for that. And it's going with me to UFOCon. And I showed the person in question the books I have on UFOs and the books I have on Roswell. And said, yeah, we know all about Roswell. So, all right, this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Have a great night, and I hope this clears this up. And I beg forgiveness of my friend who sent me this phone. I am appreciative. I can't say it. I appreciate getting this phone. I really do. I'm more distressed that I went over the data plan with this and can't use the phone to play my game anymore and check the stocks and check the weather and check YouTube and whatever. But you only get so much data when it's free, and they cut it off. So now I got to pay money for it next week. Very distressing. I would like to have this at UFOCon working. This will go with me, but I'll probably be doing most of the videos on the Vivitar because I've got an SD card that can store them. But the Vivitar is limited too because it takes forever to convert the videos from AVI to MP4. So you probably won't see any videos till I get back. And my friend here is going to feed the kitties for me and watch out for packages while I'm gone Friday and Saturday. So that'll be good. I'm going to leave them food to put food outside. I've just changed the water, so that'll be okay. I hope every time the air blower guy comes up, dirt goes into the kitty water, and I'm constantly changing the water. It's another reason I can't stand the air blower guy. Aside from the fact it blows all the pollen in the grass, and then I start dying. All right. Have a good one. Stay wet, warm, dry, or cool, as the case may be. Stay warm and dry. Stay safe. And I hope you all appreciate that I am not insincere. I am not ungrateful. It just didn't occur to me that my friend would be upset about this, because I was talking about the technical limitations of a phone, and I did not mean to hurt his feelings. And I want that understood. I hope he understands that too. It wasn't personal. It wasn't directed at him. It was directed to the fact that this and this do not have whatever, and I'm going to have to look it up, whatever you can store on an iPhone. It's just not, these aren't made for that. They're very limited in what they can do because of storage space. All right, I'm done. This is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Bye-bye for now.